Another week, another outrage. This time the internet is on fire over the upcoming film Madden, where Nicolas Cage plays legendary NFL coach John Madden. But people aren't upset about the story. They're not even mad about the casting. They're furious because, hold on, director David O. Russell allegedly used the N-word during a rehearsal. And Nicolas Cage is wearing a fat suit to match Madden's body type. And that's it. Alright. Once again, we're facing the same exhausting question. Is everything offensive now? More importantly, who decides what crosses the line and what happens to storytelling when everything is potentially a scandal? What did you say? Let's be clear, the N-word is a sharp word, no one is denying that, but according to reports, the word wasn't even used to insult anyone. It was hurled at someone in anger. It was part of a monologue exercise meant to explore a character's voice. And yet, an actor walked off the set. People online called the film to be cancelled. Accusations of racism flooded in before any footage has even been released. So now I ask, if we can't even say a word in a fictional context without public meltdown, are we really free to create? Think about it. Some of the greatest films and books in history, Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained, To Kill a Mockingbird, Roots, included a deeply uncomfortable language and themes. Not because the creators endorsed those views, but because they wanted to confront them, explore them, and reveal something human. Art doesn't exist to make us feel safe. It exists to make us feel something, even if that something is uncomfortable. And then there is the fat suit. People are upset that Nicolas Cage is wearing an extra padding to look like John Madden. And they claim that is offensive to overweight people. That is mocking them. I'll be honest, I find it really ridiculous. We live in a world where actors lose 30 pounds to play a drug addict, gain 40 to play a boxer, or sit through hours of prosthetic makeup to just look like someone they're not. But now, gaining mass with a costume, that's a scandal. Since when did playing a character accurately become disrespectful? So what are we even talking about here? If an actor can't change their appearance to embody the role, then what's the point of acting, really?
No, he's too fat. I don't know where his face is.
So here's where I stand, and I know some people might not like it, but I believe artistic freedom is part of freedom of speech. Full stop. You don't have to like what someone says, you don't have to agree with what a film shows, what a song says, or what a stand-up comedic joke's about, But you have zero right to demand that others stop saying it just because it made you uncomfortable. Being offended is not a superpower, it's not a moral badge or honor, it's just a feeling, and sometimes it's irrational. I can say that I hate a certain car brand, and that doesn't mean I'm disrespecting the car brand's owner, but someone might find it way too personal and be offended anyway, because we created a culture where hurt feelings equal more authority. And that's not progress, that's censorship disguised as virtue. And that's a slippery slope. What we're seeing isn't about this one film, it's not just about word or one fat suit. It's about a slow erosion of creative space, shipped away piece by people who believe that their emotions should define what others are allowed to create. We're entering a reality where artists are self-censoring before they even begin. Writers are afraid to write flawed characters. Directors are second-guessing every casting choice. And why? Because someone somewhere might get their feelings hurt. Boo-hoo-hoo. So, what about the real questions? Should the most sensitive person in the room set the rules for everyone else? If your answer is yes, then get ready for a future where art is safe, sterile, and dead. But if your answer is no, then maybe it's time we stop letting offense dictate freedom. You don't like what a movie shows? You don't like a word in a script? Fine, walk away. Turn it off. Say your piece. You have that right, and we'll always have that right, and I will fight for that right. But you do not have the right to shut it down for everyone else. Because, in the end, if we want real freedom, we have to accept that it comes with risk. The risk of hearing something we don't like. The risk of being challenged, the risk of being offended. And that's a price I'm willing to pay, because the alternative, well, that's a boring world where no one can say anything real at all.
Thanks a lot, you shit.
So now I want to hear from you. Do you think artistic freedom is under attack? Where do you draw the line between offensive and honest expression? Should actors be allowed to transform completely for a role, or is there a moral boundary? And most importantly, who gets to decide what's too far? Are we protecting people or just protecting them from discomfort?
All right. Brian, let's go for a walk.
If this video made you think, or if it made you angry, well, that's the point. So don't just watch it silently. Join the conversation. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm gonna read everything. And if you want to support my little channel here that will have open, honest, and, well, sometimes uncomfortable discussions like this, then hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to smash the bell icon, because you don't want to miss the next video. And also because if we stop talking, we are going to stop thinking, and we don't want that. And with that said, I wish you all a really great day, and I see you later.